is I, John Reagan, the uncommon voice for the common man, coming to you today live from Shadyside, Ohio, where today's Thursday tirade is half tirade and half a very, very peculiar story that has happened to your last, that humble correspondent, Law. Now, what this is all about, of course, is my hero, the great Rick Perry, the conservative governor of Texas, is now running for president. And, of course, being a conservative and a man of faith that he is, the left-wing wackos at MSNBC can't stand him. But what they did was Rick Perry was at some event, I guess it was in Iowa, and he was making a speech and he was talking about this debt problem that we have in this country. And he referred to it as a, quote-unquote, a black cloud. And so the idiots at MSNBC took that clip, cut out a couple places of it, and it makes it look like the black cloud that Perry is referring to is, of course, President Obama. And instantly, the racist card was played against Perry. It wasn't a very good job of editing. I saw it, they just clipped it out, and it just kind of hung there. I mean, it wasn't even good at all as an edit job. Gee whiz, Breitbart's better than that. But the deal is that, so now we have all these MSNBC commentators just run with this thing, and that's all of them. There wasn't one left out of it. There was Fathead Ed, I Know Nothing, Sergeant Schultz, Rachel Muppy Mad Al, and it was jolly old Chris Tingles Matthews, and of course the worst of them all is Al I'm Not So Sharpton. And these people are all branding Rick Perry as a racist. And it's obvious to any sane person that this was nothing but a hack job, and it wasn't even a good one at that. But if any sane person figures out that it was a hack job, then that would mean that the aforementioned MSNBC commentators are all insane. That's right, they're insane. They see racism everywhere. They look under their beds and see damn racist. It's unbelievable. But of course, you know, it's racist if they hack up something Rick Perry says, but of course when you see real racism, let's say by the new Black Panther Party threatening to kill white people, that's not racism at all. In fact, they get the voter intimidation charges dropped by Obama's African-American Attorney General, Eric Green Card holder. That's not racism, of course it's not. But this entire incident spawned something that happened to me. I was in a dream, and in my dream, this big white cloud just all of a sudden appeared over my head. And I went to my psychologist, and there was the white cloud, and it had like little eyes. And it was sitting there, and the doctor was telling me about depression. And the white cloud's there, and the doctor tells me I have depression. I have to take this medication for it. And I'm sitting there listening to him, and I look over, and the white cloud has a pencil. And it's sitting there writing down, jotting down notes. Hell, I never knew white clouds could write, but that's what this one was doing. And then I went on a picnic with my family, and we're strolling along in the park, and the white cloud with the eyes is following right behind me. There it is. I can't squish it, and it won't go away. I guess I am depressed. And then I go, and we put the blanket down on the ground to have the picnic. We put the picnic basket over there, and the white cloud just kind of floats off to the side. And he's watching me set up the picnic for my family. Very depressing. And now, on top of all this, I got this depression, and it reminded me of something that Chris Wallace said. You know, and I'm sitting there tossing and turning. I can't sleep, and I'm thinking about what he said to Michelle Bachmann. Remember that? Another conservative, a white person. Only it's a woman this time, and it don't make any difference. If you're white, you're Republican, you're racist. Male, female, it don't make any difference. So I was thinking, Chris Wallace, remember this? Chris Wallace asked Michelle Bachmann if she was, quote, unquote, a flake. And this bothered me. And I'm sitting there and I'm going, well, gee whiz, if Michelle Bachmann is a flake, then what would that make Obama? And I'm sitting there, well, if she's a flake, then he's one of my grandmother's homemade pie shells. Very flaky. He is maybe a snowflurry. If she's a flake, then Obama's a snowflurry. No, strike that. He's more like a blizzard, a whiteout, if you will, a total whiteout, or he's the Anwar Reserve with not one drilling rig on it. Not one! That's how much of a damn flake Obama is. Or he could be a commercial for Head and Shoulders. That's right, Head and Shoulders. It could be a damn commercial for it. He's so much of a flake. Or he could be a very large piece of drywall. No, better than that, he's sheets of 8x10 computer paper. Millions of them that form a giant obelisk just like 2001, A Space Odyssey. Infinity and beyond. And that is the truth. He is a flake, but that makes him white. Maybe that's why I get that white cloud that floats around all over my head and stuff like that. And every so often I turn on TV and I hear, well, jobless claims are up over 400,000 again, and the cloud appears. And then I turn on another channel and they're telling me that the stock market's now down 400 and some points because they're worried about the economy. The white cloud appears. And then with all this going on, I hear His Mightiness Obama is now on vacation in Martha's Vineyard. And I can remember the last time he went to Martha's Vineyard, we were having all these damn hurricanes. And as fate would have it, I thought to myself, I could have 2 weeks of peace and quiet with him being out in Martha's Vineyard. And what happens? A damn hurricane stirs up and it heads right for Martha's Vineyard. And all we saw on the damn news was how this hurricane was going to affect President Obama's endless vacation. And the white cloud appears again. And all I got to do is pull it, and a little bit of rain falls into my life. No wonder I'm so damn depressed. Man, sometimes it is just tough to be me. Until next time, this is your favorite conservative, Ronald Reagan, saying this right now. Jenna Reed, I send a shout out to you, the little cheese, ladies and gentlemen, the great Jenna Reed. And I want you to do this. I want you to make sure that our mutual friend, the great Josh Williams, sees this video, because I know damn well once he sees it, he will laugh so hard he'll turn red. Well, in his case, probably an off shade of purple. It's just a joke, Jenna! Until next time, I say this now! The white cloud that I have over my head may be atypical for you, but to me, it's just a typical white cloud. Until next time, over